Good morning, folks. I'm just on here this morning to give you a wee bit of information as regards Newtownbreda High School's recent results in GCSE and A level. But before I do that, I'd like to nail the lie that has been going around for some considerable time now. And the lie is that Newtownbreda High School was a failing school, that Newtownbreda High School results wise was much of a muchness with Newtownbreda High School down the road. This is simply not the case. Newtownbreda High School never had any debt. Newtownbreda High School always had numbers in and around 650 plus, so numbers were not falling, and its results were always consistently good. And also on top of that, Newtownbreda High School had an A level. Newtownbreda didn't. In an article entitled "Let's Focus on Results, Not Fashion Statements," published on Saturday the 5th of September this year, Belfast Telegraph correspondent Suzanne Breen incorrectly lumps Newtownbreda High School along with poor results Newtownbreda High School. She says Breda Academy is an amalgamation of Newtownbreda High and Newtownbreda High, and both schools' academic results were poor. Newtownbreda was a little, but not a lot better, coming in at 140th in the 204 school league table. Now, I would suggest Miss Breen looks again at the Belfast Telegraph secondary school league table of results for GCSE and A level, and that's what I'm going to direct you towards now. Well, let's look at the Belfast Telegraph league tables results for 2015. Let's look. At GCSE level, Newtownbreda High School was ranked 140 out of 208 secondaries, and it had a 41.8% A to C pass rate. This, in fact, is a very reasonable ranking for a Belfast secondary and beats the likes of Laurel Hill, Ashfield, Boys Model, Priory College, Nendrum College, Ballynahinch High School, Banbridge High School, and many, many more. But of course this isn't mentioned. Newtownbreda is poor, so Miss Breen says. Newtownbreda High School was placed 188th. There is a difference of 48 places between Newtownbreda High School and Newtownbreda High School. This is not a little difference, as Miss Breen states. This Newtownbreda High School ranking is even more remarkable given that East Belfast Newtownbreda High School has welcomed and become a haven for many, many newcomer children over the last 10 years. These children invariably have poor to next to no English when they arrive. So it's against that backdrop that we have these results. Now let's look at the A level results. At A level, Newtownbreda High School was ranked 66 out of 179 Northern Ireland schools. 66. And it got 66.7 pass rate. This amazing A level score from a secondary school beats many grammar schools. It beat Cambridge House, Hunter House, Regent House, St Malachy's, Glenola College, Abbey Christian Brothers, Newry, Campbell College, St Killian's, and Lagan College, and many more. You know, this is not bad. It can hardly be described as poor, like Miss Breen leads us to believe, and Miss Scott from the South Eastern Education and Library Board, and Mr McBride from the South Eastern Education and Library Board told us that Newtownbreda and Newtownbreda were much of a muchness. This is patent nonsense. Newtownbreda High School, of course, has no A-level provision to compare, and to compare the two schools and lump them together is just plain nonsense. It is simply a misrepresentation of the truth, or in fact a darned lie, to say that Newtownbreda was a poor school and had poor results and had poor head teachers. This is a blatant lie. Newtownbreda High School was a delivering school, a happy school, and a school with good discipline. And these people who are trying to paint that Newtownbreda was not a performing school, look at the GCSE and the A-level results for this year and indeed last year, and wise up.